Hello, everyone. Just going to we're about to start first live stream of 2022. Got some interesting things here. Haven't done an actual auction live stream in quite some time. So we're trying to set up things to be a little bit more automated afterwards, but consider this a dry run of some of our new equipment and processes. So we'll begin here in just a minute. Hello, Jonathan. Like I said, feel free. We're going to have a lot of really cool stuff, so please stick around. There'll be some stuff that I've never done before, me personally. So I think this will be really cool. We're going to have some really rare things. Feel free to share, unless you just don't like competition. This is going to be auction style. So whenever we have an item come up, you'll just simply I'll have a suggested starting bid, and it's going to be first come, first serve. Some of these items may have, we may be able to have a couple of extras or something like that. If so, I'll look and see. So if there's some multiple high bids, we'll reach out and let you guys know. All of these will be at the end of this. We'll reach out to the winners for billing. So standard live stream auction type of thing. I understand that different platforms have different delays and things like that, so please bear with us. Like I said, we are going to build, I do have an auction system being built through the site. Nifer, you're asking about, we just discovered that there were, if you're waiting on CGCs, the CGCs on the White Widow Makes Boys Cry campaign, if you're waiting on CGCs, those haven't been sent out yet. If not, we just discovered, and this goes for anyone in there on that campaign and the other one, there was apparently some kind of a glitch between BackerKit sending everything over to the forgot the name of the system. It's the postage system, ship station. So we've just discovered that. We're going through, and those are all getting fixed. So everyone who, if there are, we literally just found that out because we were like, wait, these should all be done other than CGCs. That was the only thing we thought was missing. It was showing up in BackerKit as they were all fulfilled, yet not showing up with tracking and everything because they hadn't shipped. So that error finally got corrected because someone let us know, and we had to track it down. So my understanding is that everything should be going out, and they literally spent the last week and a half since we discovered that. So, but Nifer, if you want to contact, or anyone wants to contact, be sure and send an email to services@absolute for anything missing. But we're about to start the live stream. And here in just a minute, the very first, the way this is going to work is very simple. I'm going to put an item up, describe it, and have a starting thing. You just chime in with the number. So this is going to be one at a time. Starting first, we're going to just try something that's, I think it's pretty cool. This is a metal comic. I believe this was a #1. If memory serves, this was a Miami exclusive. There were only a few of these. Again, these are, by the way, a lot of these things are for my personal collection. So either my collection or Jenna's collection. So this is a metal #1 by Jamie Tyndall. Very rare. I'm going to start at 50. So again, these normally went for 100, 125, I think. It's been a couple years, and I've slept once or twice since then. So in the comments, simply, if you want to bid on this item, then just chime in with, for instance, 50 or so on. And, let's try not to do whole dollars only. So no 50 and 1 cent type of thing. Do we have any bidders on this? This is a true #1. Let me take myself out. All right. Let me add myself. Sorry. I'm sorry. Again, this is new for me to try and get. All right. So we've got 50 from Ann. Let's see. There we go. All right. So this is a metal. Again, all the metals. These are brushed aluminum comic. Let me get this over here to where I can kind of show a little bit better. This is a full comic. As you can see, it is brushed aluminum. It is a full comic book. Unlike a lot of the other metal comics, one of the things that differentiates ours is ours are not attached solely by tape. Instead, they are actually physically adhered to the physical book. So we have our current bid at 50. Anyone want to go up from there? Again, this was from the Miami SuperCon, an exclusive there by Jamie Tyndall. And that one is considered one of the more rare books. That was literally just I believe that's my only copy. So do we have any higher than 50? If not, we're going to move on here soon. Okay, we got 52 from Alan. Does Ann or anyone else want to go up from there? Also, again, like I said, stick around, everyone. We will be having some very rare stuff, some things that aren't just your standard items. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I think it should be a lot of fun. Let's see. What have we got next? 54 from Ann. Alan or anyone want to go up from there? By the way, just to kind of give everyone a quick little update while we're handling this, if anyone's wondering, we did not do. We cannot. So we'll be sending billing either via PayPal or the majority we prefer to do is going to be through Square. which allows you to, you don't have to create an account. It's just a credit card. So it's similar to Venmo. Hugh just bid 60. Oh, sorry. Alan actually beat Hugh. Alan beat you to 60. I know you can't see. He's on YouTube. So Hugh, you would need to go up from 60. Shipping, again, it's going to be varying depending on where you are. Usually in the continental US, it's about $5 for shipping. Anne just bid 65. Again, this is the Miami SuperCon exclusive by Jamie Tyndall. It's a metal edition cover. I believe it was very few actually that were produced. This is the only copy that I personally have in my collection. Hugh just bid 70. These did go for $100 at the convention. So we're already still way below market value. So I do try and start reasonably. We got 75 from Alan. So Hugh or Ann or anyone else would need to be higher than 75. Ann, sorry, he did beat you in by seconds. Just so everyone understands, we're on simulcasting on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So Hugh just chimed in with 80. So we've got it at 80. And like I said, I'm going to mix things up here, and we're going to do some really cool stuff that I've never done before. So please stick around. Even if you're not interested in this, I guarantee we're going to have some CGCs, some rare CGCs. We're going to have some rare books. Tressie, is it possible to do CGC? We are no longer doing CGCs just because CGCs take so long. It is possible to add CBCS. I believe the costs are $30 for CBCS. Depending on timing, we can try and work out whether we can get it in with a Jamie signing. I sign everything for free. Everything that is on here, we do offer for $5 a certificate of authenticity is possible to add. Let me see if I've got those over here. No, I think they're downstairs. The certificates come with holographic numbering. But signatures are always free, so you can add signatures for free to anything. And CBCS is a possibility. I believe it's $30. And these are graded. These are whatever they grade, they grade. We don't guarantee any grade. Currently, the bid is at 80 from Hugh. So is there any other takers? Anyone wanting to go up? Alan is at 85. Like I said, stick around, guys. Next up is going to be a very interesting item. We are going to... Peter just asked, are these 1 of 10 or something like that? I don't know the exact number, but I do know Jamie only produced a very small amount. I believe he sold out at the show, if memory serves. I was there. He did bring over 1 copy for me and 1 copy for Jenna. We usually have, and then there's 1 copy that went to our archive. So we always try and keep 1 copy for our archives. That way we have 1, which we never sell. So those typically you can consider them like APs. So this is outside of the general populace because this was never available to sell. Aaron, original art. I may do some original art. Actually, kind of. Aaron just was asking, stick around for what's next, and you can tell me if it's original art. Super rare books. Yes, they're awesome. Again, current bid is at 85. We're going to be closing this down in just 1 minute. So whether or not someone bids or not, let's get those final bids in. We're at 85. This went for 100. They sold out at the show. This was a Miami SuperCon medal. Rare. He had 3 different medals at that show. This one actually, I believe, was the one that disappeared first. So got about 30 seconds, and we're going to be closing. Current bid is 85 from Alan. Okay, and going once, going twice, and Alan up. At last second, Hugh came in at 90. I'm going to extend another 1 minute just in case. Sorry, I'm just it was 8:47, so I am giving a last second. So we've got Hugh H has it at 90. Alan just came in at 95. Again, this is still less than what they were going for. I don't know. I've not even seen these on eBay. I may be wrong, but I've not seen these in the secondary market personally. Not that I hang out a lot on the secondary market, but I do check from time to time just because I'm curious to see. We've got 95 from Alan. Last chance for anyone. I'm got 30 seconds counting down right now. Hugh just came in at 100. So we are at 100 at literally 2 seconds left on that. I'm going to extend only 30 seconds. Alan, Hugh is already in at 100. 105, Alan's coming in. No matter what, I'm going to close this in 15 seconds. So whoever is at the highest, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Alan M is got it at 105. Otherwise we'll just keep going on that forever. I'm kind of trying. One of the things we're trying to do is be a bit more like WhatsApp or whatever it's called, Whatnot, on these. So, all right, the next thing I'm going to do is going to be a little bit different. It's going to look weird at first, just forewarning. So, Alan M, it's this. I'm just forewarning. All right. So this is a Homer. Homer. We're going to be, and anyone else who's just joining. The way this works, I'll do a starting bid. I'll kind of keep the current bid updated, and you guys can chime in with your bids, and try and keep them whole dollar, $5, well, $1, whatever you guys want to do. But try and keep it going. You just type the number in the chat. Whoever pops up first at any given tier, that's who's the current highest, and I'll let everyone know. Eventually, like I said, we are buying our own system, but that we're going to integrate into Shopify to where literally you guys can, while watching, live bid. And we can actually have multiple items up at once. So it'll be a little bit different, but like I said, this is just kind of our test case on some of our equipment, like the microphones, the stand, and how the live stream is working. So, all right. Now, this is a sketch cover. So why do I have a sketch cover up here? Blank sketch cover, because as someone asked earlier, what I've only done, and I believe Hugh actually, who's in here, has the only one I've ever done. As some of you may or may not know, I am an artist as well. I do some covers. For instance, this is one of my covers you may have seen from I Make Boys Cry. And this is another one of my covers. So you can kind of see my style. I do start out, believe it or not, in pencils. So what I'm offering is a sketch, bust sketch on this cover. This is a number 1, first edition, first printing. It's pretty crisp edges. I tried to pick one of the best ones we have left. We are almost out of these. So I only have a very few limited amount. And I will do a bust sketch. It can be of just about any cover, any character. And we'll start the bidding on this at I don't know. Let's start it at 30. If you think I'm worth $30. Like I said, I do not often do these kind of sketches. You will be able to determine what character you want on this sketch. So it'll be a bust. So that means, chest up, face up, limited things similar like this, this kind of level. If it's a girl, I'll probably try and get her chest in there for you guys. All right. So Richard C at 30 is the current bid. Sean, you were just right behind. So I'm going to do several of these type of things, but this will be the only one I'm going to do for issue number 1. So this will not be a multiple because, again, we don't have a lot of number 1s. So Sean is at 35. Again, this is for a bust sketch on this sketch cover. So Richard just came in at 40. You do get to choose, as I said. So you will get to choose what character it can be. It does not have to be White Widow. It doesn't have to be any of our characters. If you want Spider-Man, if you want Spider-Gwen, if you want Batman, any of your favorite characters on here, I'll do. Again, this is my artwork, so obviously I'll sign it. CBCS will be available on these for an additional cost. Domestically, shipping is going to be on all these around $5, depending on how much stuff you get. Sean just came in at 45. Payment will be done, handled by either Square, or if there's any problems with that, we prefer Square because that's just easier for us, faster for doing billing on. we prefer that. Worst case, if that just simply does not work, as a final recourse, PayPal. So we've got Richard at 50. Lewis, as far as international, I honestly don't know. It depends on where you are internationally. If you've seen any, if you go to our store and kind of click on a single comic, put it in your cart and put your info in. You don't have to finalize the transaction. You'll see how much shipping generally runs to your area, and that's a fairly good gauge. But we don't charge extra for shipping. We don't make any money on shipping. I know a lot of people do make money on shipping. We try and keep it as low cost as necessary. If you do want to add things like insurance to these or things like that, let us know. But we'll work with you afterwards to make sure any post things that you need. Lewis saying you've ordered to Australia. Australia is unfortunately one of the most expensive. However, the more you get, the more it bundles and saves a bit and spreads those costs out. I've noticed that there's an initial big cost to Australia. It is, unfortunately, because we love Australia, one of the most expensive. I would love to have drop shipping places there, and we are looking into stuff like that, but unfortunately we are not there yet. And certainly these type of things wouldn't. All right, we've current bid on this is at 50. I don't want to drag it out too long. So again, this is for a number one. This would literally be the second sketch cover I've ever done on a comic. Hugh, who's in here, has received one of mine. I think it was on a White Widow number one. Yeah, so we've got 50 from Richard. I'm gonna say we got 1 minute left if I don't get any more. So current bid is 50 for a number one sketch cover with art by myself. So if you just joined us, in order to add a bid, you just simply in the text box add your number. So current bid is 50 for the sketch cover with art by myself. Just simply click. M. Pierce came in at 55. So Richard or Sean, if you want to go over that, again, I do try and do a good job on these. So again, you get to choose who the character you want. I'm going to go another 30 seconds. We got 55 from M. Pierce. By the way, at the end of the show, contact us. 60 just came in from Richard with 10 seconds left. Stuart, you just came in at 60 right after Richard. All right, let's go for another 30 seconds. So come in with your best bid because we got another 20 seconds. And then I'm just going to shut it. This is for a sketch cover by myself. You get to choose what you want on it. I will sign CBCS. Is available at an additional $30 cost. We got 10 seconds. 65 from Stuart. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Stuart came in and got at the very end for 65. Be sure and at the end of this reach out to us. All right. Now let's switch back. I'm just going to, next, I'm going to put, because I'm trying to keep these varied of what we've got here. All right. This is a big one, guys. This is quad signed 9.8. It is a CGC signed by 4 artists. Normally, one second. There we go. This is by Greg Horn. This is our personal copy, my personal copy. It is signed here by Greg. It's a 9.8, like I said, yellow label, signed by Greg Horn, Jamie Tyndall, myself, and even the editor, Benny Powell. So 4 signatures. Normally, that would go for on our store for a quad signed, which we never had this in our store. This is a New York Comic Con Virgin exclusive. It was a store exclusive by Nowhere. I believe they're called Nowhere Comics down in Miami. So this was their store exclusive for New York Comic Con. All right. So we're gonna normally these would go for, you know, a quad sign 9.8 we'd put it in our store for $250 or more. I don't even know, because again, this is something super rare. It's sold out at New York Comic Con. Greg Horn does not have any copies of this, to my knowledge. I believe he sold out of his copies online a long time ago. His were not signed by everyone. You know, we did do some signatures on a later thing for him, but we did not on this. So to get all 4 signatures, a 9.8 is pretty much rare. So I'm going to have to start the bid, if there are any takers, at $150 minimum. I would say this is going to be one of the most rare you're going to find, guys. It is a super sexy cover. This was the New York Comic Con issue 3 of White Widow. Again, Greg Horn signed, Jamie Tyndall signed, I signed, and Jenna signed. So got Alan M. Sean just said he has a signed, ungraded by Greg and me. We got 160 from Martin. This is a steal at just about any price, guys. I don't normally say that, but yeah, to get 4 signatures on a yellow label, as you guys know, is exceedingly hard. So we got 160 from Martin on this. Quad signatures, exceedingly rare, and especially for one. I think this total run, if memory serves, was less than 100. So to even find it, and it was at New York Comic Con. I believe, actually, if memory serves, the Virgins sold out. He did a pre-sale. Greg Horn was the only one who had these. So Greg sold his, correct me if I'm wrong. Sean, yeah, exactly. On Greg's site, it would start at $250 for a 9.8 without all the signatures. So this is at 160 from Martin. Sean, you've got an ungraded. I believe if you got it, correct me if I'm wrong, unless you got it secondhand. I believe these were only available on Greg's site, because that was the deal he worked out with the retailer. The retailer, I believe, only got the trade edition. So it is a beautiful book. It's honestly, it's one of my favorite covers by Greg Horn he's because he's done several things for us. All of them are great. I'm a huge fan of his. So again, we've got it at 160, guys. This is a steal. It's a 9.8, 4 signatures, CGC. That the yellow labels, in case you aren't aware, that means CGC has verified that all 4 of these signatures are authentic. So wow, Sean, he had it in a grab bag. Whoa, because I know he sold out. 185 in from Martin. Current bid is 185. Like I said, I can't see this being worth less than 250 minimum. We got 200 from Alan. Alan M. Yeah, the 4 signatures are Greg Horn, Jamie Tyndall, Jenna Powell, who's the editor, and myself. Oh, Sean just said he was talking about the unsigned version. Yeah, it is super rare. So Sean was lucky, one of the lucky ones who got it in a super grab bag, apparently for $100 for an unsigned, which he signed it and I signed it. And it was so rare that Greg Horn took a picture of him getting it. Yeah, because this thing sold out online. Again, I just remember the retailer complaining. So I only got a few of these. I was lucky enough. Martin just came in at 210. So current bid is 210. I was lucky enough. Can I zoom in on the signature label? Yes. As you can see, 9.8. I'm hoping is that legible? Signed by Greg Horn. So again, you have all 4 signatures. So that is the cover artist. Jamie does interior. He's also co-creator. So his art is in the book. I'm the writer and co-creator, and Jenna is the editor. So that is all 4 signatures. The current bid is 210, David. In order to do your bid, you just put in your bid. This was the sold out White Widow #3 New York Comic Con exclusive that was only available on Greg Horn's site. I got a couple. Current bid is now 225. Like I said, I did not think this would go anything less than 250, so we're still under. And it's a steal even at 250 because I never see these not quad signed, and certainly a 9.8. That's as near to perfect as you're going to find. So yeah, again, stick around, guys. We're trying to keep things moving and interesting. So we're going to be shutting down here I'm going to give this, let's see, 1 minute. Current bid is 225. So 1 minute starting now. Alan M just came in at 150. So we've got 60 seconds, or actually, sorry, 50 seconds left. Alan M, current bid at 250. Hugh, current bid is 250. This is the quad signed CGC. Greg Horn, who did the cover, Jamie Tyndall, co-creator, and some of the interior art. I'm the writer, Benny Powell, and co-creator with Jamie, and Jenna Powell, the editor. So we've got all 4 signatures. We've got another 30 seconds. Alan M is the current high bidder at 250. We got 15 seconds. David S.W. just came in at 260. So we're going to give another 30 seconds now. Starting now, 260. This is Alan M just came in at 275. So current bid is 275. I'm going to give another 30 seconds starting now. So 30 seconds at 275. 4 signatures for a 9.8. These are not yellow label, verified. All 4 names are on the label. The super rare White Widow number 3. We got 15 seconds. David SW came in at 295. We're going to go another 30 seconds. And then we're going to start closing down here soon. We got 15 seconds starting now. 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8. This is 295. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It looks like David SW just got that at 295. Just a little late on that, Alan. Sorry. Although I'd love to take the Alan came in, just so you know, at 325. Yeah, just sorry at these last minutes. Maybe there's a delay. If so, I apologize. Like I said, we're gonna get the technical side of this, but we don't want to keep these going all night. Otherwise, we won't get very much stuff done. So. I'll let you know. We got, all right, next up, I just want to kind of keep a little theme. I talked about how we had really cool stuff by Greg Horn. Since you guys like Greg Horn, here's another fun Greg Horn. This was the Greg Horn exclusive metal. Now, these were only, I believe, 10 total produced, if memory serves. So this was my copy. Greg Horn had 10. We had like 5 or 6 or something like that for our APs. So this is here, let me zoom it in. This is a brushed aluminum metal White Widow number 4. If memory serves, that's White Widow number 4. That's the first full appearance of Blood Widow. So this would be, one of our AP copies. It does not say AP on it, but those are the copies we get. This was a Greg Horn exclusive, so by its very nature, the only copies he got like I think like maybe 10 or something like that of these, and we got like 5 or something like that. So ours are considered APs, but they're all part of the same run. They're unfortunately physically indistinguishable, but as far as origins go, that's what it is. We put one of our copies goes into archive. Jenna gets one for her personal collection. I get one. I believe Jamie gets one, and then the store gets one. So that's typically how that goes. So as far as the circulation, I believe Jamie keeps his copies. Jenna will never sell hers until she's dead. And the archive never sells it. So we're going to start this one at 75. Again, this is not from our normal store. So this was not ever, we have never sold this on our site before. So we're going to start the bid at 75. This is Greg Horn. It is not signed, but I can sign it. CGCs are available. We've got Matt P at 75 on that. Came in first. No metal is ever less than 100. I don't know what Greg typically charged. Sean, you may know what Greg charged on these. I believe he sold out like a long time ago on his metals. I know he's got the base version of this available, but again, that's why I'm saying these are things at tonight that are going to be pretty much hard to find, super rare. Want to start out the year with some really cool things that you simply cannot find out there. Sean just chimed in. Can't find him yet. The other 3 variants. What was he charging for his metals? Sean, if you don't mind me asking. I believe we typically do them at 100 on our site, but external people can charge literally whatever they want. Current bid is 75. This is again White Widow number 4, first full appearance of Blood Widow. Excuse me. Sean was just saying he is usually started at 100. I know he is sold out a long time ago. Current bid is to Matt P at 75. Does any so Sean, if you're wanting in on this one, chime in. I'm going to try and go a little faster on these guys. So Sean, you said 75, but Matt came in before you. Current bid is now 85 from Hugh. Alan came in at 80 right before that. Hugh has 85. So current bid is 85. So Matt, Sean, Alan, any of you guys want? Again, this is one of the AP copies. Sean is now at 90. Sean, as Sean pointed out, these are hard to find. These are sold out. This is the first appearance. Honestly, Greg was one of the first guys who came in to do a Blood Widow cover externally, and we hadn't even really done the tendrils yet, what they looked like. And so Greg kind of inspired with his needles how we did. So he was really early. So this is literally one of the first versions of her tentacles as well. Aaron just came in. Aaron C at 100, which is, that's right where the starting is. These are really hard to find. Aaron C is at 100. If you want signatures are free. We do offer certificates of authenticity if you want for $5. Signature is free, but the certificate costs us $5, so we do have to charge for that. If you do want CBCS on these, again, it's whatever it grades, but we do try and cherry pick our best copies for ourselves. Sean is at 105. So current bid is 105. We only have a few copies of this, as far as I understand. I'd have to double check, but these are very rare. They're a lot of fun. Hugh just came in at 110. Okay, guys, let's try and get your best bid in, because we're going to try and speed this up. I'm going to give 1 minute. So, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of extensions. Current bid is 110. So we got 50 seconds left. This is for Greg Horn metal. This is a metal cover, brushed aluminum. This is, I believe he only had 10 copies. It sold out pretty quickly. So current bid is 110. We've got 30 seconds left. If you're going to bid, I bid quickly with what you want as the high. So 110. We got 15 seconds. $115 from Sean. I'm only going to go 30 seconds starting now. So Sean at 115, 125 from Alan. Not redoing 20 seconds. Alan M currently at 125. This is going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hugh is at 133, 2, 1. All right. Hugh got it at 130. Sorry, Alan. Hugh came in right at the buzzer with 130. Like I said, I'm when we get down to the end, I'm going to try and all right, do it. All right, one more for now. I just to kind of keep it rounded out. For those of you who loved the wonderful, beautiful, it was just a standard cover of the Greg Horn, number 3, New York Comic Con. We do have, again, this is the metal. I just checked. We do have 2 copies of this. Okay. Again, I'll just start it at make it 75 to start on this. This was the brushed aluminum metal. So this is not the same as the 9/8, but instead the metal. I happen to have 2 copies of this, so we can sell 2 copies. How that's going to work is whatever the highest bid is, if someone else wants, they can bid as well. I've got Ivan for 75. Again, these sold out from Greg. We have never sold this on our store. So this is not available in our store. Ivan S is at 75. Anne is at 75 for the second one. So you got to match to get the second one. You have to match whatever current is. So currently Ivan and Anne. If you want both of them, you can say 2x. And you don't have to go up unless you just really want to. You currently have the second. We have 2 copies of this. So I am going to allow for simultaneous bid. So current bid is still 75. I'm not going to do higher. Again, these started at 100. I believe maybe higher. I don't know. I know that Greg only had 5 of these, and I've only got 2. Sean, yes, these would be considered the same as APs. All the medals that come for exclusives are technically considered APs. These are just our AP copies. So Greg got 5 APs, and we get, I believe the total count again was 10 on these. 10 or 11. Might have been 11. I don't know if Jamie kept a copy. I know we've got 1 copy in our archive, 1 copy for Jenna. So the third copy, honestly, probably is Jamie. So that would make sense. So yes, 10. Sean is at 80. Matt just asked, what does AP stand for? It stands for artist proof. The way it works is we try and do for artists, we try and give them their own copies. Often you'll see an AP in the corner, but it's not necessary. All right, so Sean, the current high bid is 95. If someone wants the second copy at 95, you got to match 95. Hugh H is at 95. So we've got one copy at 95. Anne or Ivan or Sean, if you want the second copy, you would need to match 95. If you want to go higher to create a higher bid, you can. So Sean's at 95. Hugh is at 95. Current high bid 95 on both of these. All right, current high bid is now with Ivan. Actually, no, Alan M is now 105 for both. He has a 2 times. So if you want both copies, you do X2 just like Alan did. So would need to increase the bid over 105 to even get 1 copy. So Alan M is current high bidder at 105. You'd need to go higher to get 1. Again, these are the 2 copies. So what this is this is my copy and the store's copy. We do not sell these. These were only available. Let me get some of the glare off of that just to showcase it a little bit and show that, as you can see, it is a metal comic. All right, Hugh is at 110. So Alan, you would need to do either 110 for 1 copy or higher for 2 copies. Anyone else wanting to come in? Again, these were very rare. They sold out practically instantly on pre-order. I don't know if Greg kept any back for himself or if he just sold them all. So current bid is 110 for 1 copy. We do have the second copy. Aaron C just came in at 125 for both. So to get even 1 copy, you're going to need to go over 125. Current one is Aaron C. 125 for both. This is White Widow number 3, New York Comic Con. There was an exclusive. It was commissioned by Nowhere, but the way it worked with Nowhere, was Greg Horn got this version. So I believe only Greg Horn got this version. I believe he pre-sold and they went out instantly. 126 from Hugh. So Aaron, I'm just going to let you have at 125 the second, since it's just a $1 increment, unless you want to go over the top for both. So Hugh technically is getting one copy, and Aaron is getting at 125 one copy. So current high bid is 126. Someone can match for the second copy at 126, or go over the top. I do not know what Greg Horn sold his copies for. These are the only 2 copies we have. So current bid, and by the way, just in case you think I'm teasing, that's the note that Jenna lovingly put on there that we have 2 of them. All right, we got 126. I'm going to start the countdown here in just a minute. Got 55 seconds. Current bid is 126 for 1. Aaron's got the second copy at 125. Got 45 seconds. Okay. All right. Looks like that is a winner. We got 5 seconds at 120. Oh, Alan M just came in at 140 times 2. I'm going to give just 20 seconds, not 15 seconds. So we got 140 for Alan for both. Got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. Alan got both of them at 140. I think he was tired of getting at the last second. Outbid. There we go. Again, we're trying to mix things up a little bit, guys. All right. This is a set. So that one goes to Alan. Both copies of that are going to go to Alan M. All right. This one's shrink wrapped. Oh, no, it's not shrink wrapped. It's saran wrapped. Let me double check what this is. If it is what I think it is. Yes. All right. So this is a near complete set. Missing one copy of the very rare New York Comic Con preview issues for White Widow #1. So just to show you, there are 7 covers in total. It's Jamie's, mine, Jamie's, Sora's, Ryan Kincaid, Jamie's. These are the first SketchUps ever. Basically, we invented them at that show. So that's 7 out of 8. The Jason Metcalf versions are exceedingly hard to find. These we were selling, I believe, at $25 each, if memory serves, at New York Comic Con. Again, that's all 7 out of 8. The Jason Metcalf, the problem is those were damaged in shipping, so almost none were usable after the show. So if you do find a Jason Metcalf that's in any decent shape, you've got a rare find. So this is all 7 of the remaining 8, 7 out of 8. So this is not a complete set. We did not have many complete sets. I think we sold out of last year of our last set. So the normal value, starting value there of these would have been actually this cover on top went for $30 because it was the lower virgin version. So this would be $180 normally. So I'm going to start this at $75 for all 7 for the bidding on this. So that's 7. These are the first version of White Widow in print. These are the preview editions that premiered in 2018 at New York Comic Con. If you remember, White Widow #1 did not come out until the end of January 2019. Or was it February? January, February, something like that. So this is the first version of her in print as a comic. So these were very low run to begin with. You could only get them at New York Comic Con. We had a very small number. I only have one of these sets here, I believe. So yeah. We have 75 for the complete set. Again, at the show, they would have been, for all 7, would be $180 for these. They did go up online. These are first edition, first printing, preview White Widow #1s. All right, we got Ivan came in at 75. I'm going to try and go fast on this one because we're going to go pretty fast on the next several. I kind of want to mix things up. So I'm going to give 60 seconds on the clock. Alan just came in at 100, Alan M. So 60 seconds on the clock starting now. So Alan M has them for 100. It's all 7 of the remaining ones that we had any of. Again, I will sign anything if you want to request. We got 45 seconds remaining. Alan M is current bidder at 100. The cover value at New York Comic Con would have been $180 if you'd have bought them there. We did not do set prices there. All right, we're down to 20 seconds. We got $100 from Alan M. Down to 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Alan M gets it. All right. That's a good buy. Let's see. Should I do another? All right. Wow. Okay. Remember how I told you guys you're going to love the super rare things here. Okay. So here we go again. This is a CGC quad signed. So 4 signatures, 9.8. We're going to start this at 150. This is signed. This is a very, 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 very rare thing. So what you may not recognize is because this cover in particular was never sold in our store. It is a prototype. Jamie wanted at the last minute, had me print a very small run of the color on the art paper to see if we could use this as a coloring book. So this is a prototype. He utilized the artwork that Mike DeBalfo had turned in for issue 2 of White Widow. So this is Mike DeBalfo, signed by Mike DeBalfo, Jamie Tyndall, Jenna, and myself. It's a 9.8 quad signed prototype. This was literally the first version of what would become the coloring book covers. We never sold this. We did create a version of this with a trade dress, I believe, later for issue 2, but this is a number 1 White Widow. So we're starting this at 150. Again, I think 250 is a steal on this because this is a prototype. I haven't actually looked to see how it's listed. Yeah, it's the DeBalfo sketch cover. You can see all 4 signatures. There's Mike DeBalfo. Where's Jamie is hiding over there. I did in red so you can see it, and Jenna did in blue. So that is all 4 signatures. David, did you see the signature panel? When I just zoomed in, I had my back when you. So Aaron comes in at 200. Aaron C. Again, prototype. You will not find this in our store. We did not sell it. It was never part of a Kickstarter. We've had it occasionally. The only place we've really sold it is occasionally we'll include them as fun little Easter eggs in grab bags, because again, this was not supposed to be something sold. So Jenna snagged this and was able these signatures and was able to get a 9.8 because Jenna's really good at spotting those. 9.8. So we've got 200 is the current bid. Again, David just asked, Can include a letter. Sure. It is listed as a sketch cover. Again, this is White Widow #1. In fact, what's interesting is White Widow, if you remember, like I said, it came out in 2019. If this is listed because it was a prototype 2018. There are the 4 signatures, yellow label, CGC. Like I said, I'm not playing around when I say we're going to have weird, rare stuff. You came in at 201. Gotta love you, Hugh. So I guess current bid is 201. When we get down to the end, though, guys, try not to do onesie twosies. That's a little. Once we start doing a countdown, let's try and keep them in groups of 5 on these higher dollar ones. Because I hate to get someone ticked off by a $1 difference. That would irritate me. But I love you guys. David SW came in at 225. Aaron, you're just literally 5 seconds after David. So 225 is the current to David SW. This is, again, the prototype. This is the very first coloring book cover. Unfortunately, I don't have my phone, or I could show what it was Jamie wanted to test out. Can we use Copic markers, and will they bleed through from the front to the back? And can we, can it still hold the lines and stuff like that to make them true coloring book covers? And he sent me, I have some artwork I could show, but unfortunately I'm using my phone for the camera on this, that he did some and texted me a picture whenever he was testing out. And what was awesome about this material is the Copic markers did not bleed through this special material that we have. So this is a fun prototype. Hey, Jensen, never too late. Again, this is an auction. This is a quad 9.8 Mike DeBalfo cover. It's a prototype for White Widow #1. This was our very first prototype that we used to, if you noticed, we did not have coloring book covers for issue 1, except for this one, which we never sold. And that's when we started offering them in issue 2. Jansen, a bit. We got some cool stuff, but we still got plenty of cool stuff coming. Current bid is $225 to David SW. This is signed by Mike DeBalfo, Benny Powell, me, Jenna, the editor, and Jamie Tyndall, the co-creator and artist, who has art inside as well as being the co-creator and designer. So a 9.8, all 4 signatures in that, going for $225. We're going to have to shut this down here soon. I'm going to give it a minute. Aaron C just came in at $250. So I'm still going to give it 45 seconds starting now for Aaron C at $250. This is the prototype quad signed CGC 9.8. So yeah, we're looking at 25 seconds. Aaron C. Hugh, you're going to need to come at 255 at least. Let's try and do it these last minutes when I start doing countdowns in groups of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and give 30 seconds, starting already. We're at 25 seconds, but yeah, new rule. Please, let's not do that. 20 seconds left. 250 is current bid to Aaron C. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Aaron C got it for 250. Sorry, Hugh. Like I said earlier, David, you're just a few seconds late, guys. Sorry. Alan and David, you guys came in right after the buzzer. I'm sorry. I can't. You know, I've got to honor what I said. You know, and if it hits the buzzer, even though I'd love, you know, you guys came in at 25 over. Try and get in a little earlier for delays. You know, I can't affect the technology here yet. Like I said, we are building the technology here, but Aaron's saying that Alan did come in. Okay. Well, I'm glad, Alan. I must have missed it. I'm sorry. So Aaron is being awesome and saying that you did come in at the last second. So Alan does get it. Better eyes than me. Sorry about that. All right. Next up, I'm going to switch things up a little bit. This is going to be a small one, but a fun one. There's going to be 2 covers. These were very rare. I believe these were only available in France or wherever Collector Cave is. I don't know where they are, but someone was saying they're in overseas somewhere. So these are Sabine Rich covers. These were for Collector's Cave exclusives. They sold out quite a long time ago. These are, I believe, White Widow number 2s. Let's see. Hold on. Yes. So these are White Widow number 2s. We did not have any store exclusives for number 1. No, we did have one. We only had one store exclusive for number 1 proper. The rest were reprints for our second edition that came out for number 1. This is a first print, I believe, Collector's Cave by Sabine Rich. Alan, David wanted me to convey this. If you want to try and reach out to Alan, if you want to reach out to David Shepard West on Facebook, Cordero, no Red Sonja yet. I know there was a Red Sonja-esque thing that Jamie did. I don't have any copies of that. So no, I do not have those. Those will not be tonight. Um, I can check with Jenna maybe for the next live sale. So anyway, these are these I believe went for $25 and $30. So I'm going to just make this a fast one. We're going to start this for both together at $30. So the price of just the Virgin, you can get the trade to start with on this. So starting the bidding at 30. Do we have anyone who wants the Sabine Rich Collector Cave White Widow number 2s for $30? Ivan has $30. I gotta move this. It's kind of weird. Alan, Ivan's already at 30. We're gonna try and make this fast, so I'm gonna start doing countdowns at 1 minute starting now. So we got 30 for both of these covers together. Just the Virgin was, I think, 30 or 35, might have been 40. I don't know. I don't set their prices. But again, these are just my copies. We got 45 seconds remaining. 30 is the current bid from Ivan. Try and bid in and bid high. We got 30 seconds. All right, 40 from Alan. Philip Burns at as 50. All right, I'm going to go 30 seconds starting now. So 50 from Philip. These are Saving Rich, Collector's Cave, White Widow number 2s. These are in pretty good condition. They're gorgeous covers. Saving Rich remains one of my favorite artists. 50 is from Philip. We got 10 seconds. 55 from Ivan S. Jansen. So just so you know, hold on, I'll let you guys can continue bidding. 75 from Alan. Jansen, the reason you're not seeing the bids is because we're on 3 different platforms. So some bids are going to come in. So that's why I'll be calling them out. Alan M is at 75. We're down to 30 seconds now. 60 from Philip. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 675 is still Alan. Sorry. I can count. Sorry. Alan is still 75. I screwed up. Sorry. So I'm going to give 20 seconds now. So the number to beat is 75 from Alan. Got 15. We got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that goes 75 to Alan. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Now I'm going to do something a little crazy, I think. This might be a little crazy. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to do each one of these. We're going to do really, really fast. So what I'm going to do and this will make sense in a second. So we've got 3 versions of this cover that Jamie did. Let's see if I can display these. Oh, you know what? While I set up the easel, let me skip that for a second. I'll come back to that. Sorry. Not to tease you guys, but I want to make sure that you guys get a fair shake on it, and I want to display it properly, and I'm going to have to pull out something in order to do it. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another sketch cover while I get that ready. So this is a White Widow number 2, and it's a sketch cover. And I'm going to start this. This is me doing a sketch. So I've only done one. I just sold one of these earlier for a number 1. This is a number 2, the gold foil cover. I will do a bust sketch of any character you want. You can choose. It's my art, so it'll be original art. I'm going to start the bid at 30. And you can make a choice on the character. It does not have to be White Widow. It can be any character. If it's something super obscure, you're going to have to give me reference. That's the only. But if you want Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, what have you. So it's going to be chest up, bust type of thing, or a head sketch or things like that. So Richard K is at 30. This is a first print. I did try and pick a pretty good condition. Obviously, I give no guarantees to grade. I have not worked on it yet because you haven't listed. So current bid is Richard K at 30. And while he's Jansen, I am Benny. I'm the writer, and I do some of the covers. Let me give you, for those who are asking, let me pull out some of my art as a all right. So if you want to see what my art style is, there's 1, 2, 3, and yes, I do work in pencil first. I get that question a lot. So a bust would be something similar to these 3 art. I do full covers as well, but full body. It just happened to be these are good examples of similar to bust. Sean is at 35. Again, you can choose any cover, any character for the cover, I should say. It will be a sketch. I sign for free. If you do want, what do you call them? Certificate of authenticities. Those are $5. Signature is free. The certificates cost us, so I have to charge you. The certificates are not just simple certificates. They are actually really high grade certificates with a holographic serial number on them. Thus why they cost us so much. So it's on like a parchment printed color paper, and believe it or not, those are not cheap. All right. How does this work? I just got an easel, so Interesting. Oh, I see how this works. No, that's not good. It's not big enough, sadly. All right. Well, I'll have to figure something out for these next ones. So, got 65 from Sean. Aaron had come in at 60s. Sean came in at 65. Again, you can choose any character. I'm going to start closing the bidding here soon. Yeah, Sean, our COAs are different. Yeah, we just charge $5. Ours have serialized numbers that are holographic. So, yeah, again, signature is free. Just we do have to charge for those. And again, I'm not degrading anyone else's COAs. Thank you, Sean. All right, we got 65. I'm going to go 60 seconds. Again, this is for a sketch cover. My art. You get to choose. And again, we got, now we're coming up on 35 seconds. 30 seconds. We got 65 to Sean for an exclusive pencil sketch, White Widow number 2. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 9, 8, 70 to Stuart. I'm going to give 15 seconds starting now. 14, 13, 12, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 75 to Sean, and done. Sean picked up at the last seconds. All right. I'm going to try and put these here. I'm going to put something underneath of it to keep them up. Do not, this is not included. It is just to keep them up. All right. Let's see if I can. No, this is dangerous. All right, it's not going to work. All right, I'm just going to have to do these. I want to do these really quick, guys. So there are going to be 3 of these, as you saw. One is for Dallas. One is for the next one will be LA, and the next one will be Calgary. So you know what's coming up. William just asked if this is Benny live. Yes. Yes, it is. All right. So these are metal editions. What happened was Jamie did, I believe they all say number 1. So I believe they're number 1 White Widows that Jamie did these metal covers for. Let me move it a little closer. So again, what we're going to do is I'm going to do super fast on these. We're going to start at $50 each. We've got a Dallas, a Los Angeles, and then a Calgary. So if you want any specific one, if you want to wait for one of the other ones, so be it. But we're going to just start this really quickly. I want to go super fast on each one of these. These are the cheerleader covers. These are White Widow number 1s, art by Jamie. He did them for a Dallas convention, a Los Angeles convention, and then a Calgary convention as kind of a series. So these are metal brushed aluminum covers. So starting at 50. Do we have anyone coming in at 50? Not anyone at 50 for a Dallas metal cheerleader. White Widow number 1. I believe these were only available, like I said, in Dallas. Good to see you, William. All right, we got Hugh came in at 50. Aaron, you came in right after Hugh. He's normally went at that show for 100 each, as usual. So I'm starting these low. 60 for Dallas. All right, I'm going to start at 60 seconds here in now. All right, Philip B has 60. 65 for Aaron. 65 from Aaron. So still need 15. We got 45 seconds. So need to beat 65. I'm not going to extend, guys. So come in with your bid. We're at 30 seconds. Aaron C still has 65. Got 20 seconds. 68 to 8. Hugh H. These are not the high dollar. 75 from Philip. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, sorry. Alan came in first. Sorry, Philip. That's my screw up. 70. I'm going to give another 15 seconds. Hugh is at 78. 85 from Alan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan M got 85. Okay. Don't despair. Like I said, I'm going to go fast on these. The next one up is going to be Los Angeles. It's the same deal. Starting at 50. Any Los Angeles fans? If you notice, the colors are strategic. The colors do change for the teams that are there. That is my understanding. But obviously, we do not have the rights to say those team names, so Jamie was just smart and just used the colors. Or something similar to their colors. So Los Angeles, starting at 50. I'm going to go quickly on these. I'm going to start looking at 2 minutes here in just a minute. Or in just Summer Soch just came in at 55. Welcome, Summer. Hugh Summer is at 55. All right, I'm going to start a countdown here soon at 60 seconds. So now, starting now. So we got $55 for the Los Angeles metal. Again, these went for $100 each. They were only sold in Los Angeles at a I don't remember which con. It might have been, I don't know if it was Kamikaze or WonderCon or what it was, to be completely fair. So we got 55. We're at 30 seconds. Hugh just came in at 60. So currently at 60. I'm going to give 45 seconds on the clock starting now. So Alan came in at 70. Another 45. Like we're down to 40 seconds. So 70 to Alan. 30 seconds. Hugh is at 75. We got 30 seconds. If you notice, I'm getting tighter and tighter because we're going to need to go fast on these. 30, let's see, 15 seconds. 10, 9, 75 is to Hugh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Hugh gets one for 75. Just a bit late on that. Sorry, Alan. Again, if there are technical issues where things are being delayed, I apologize. We're doing the best we can with this technology. What we are going to do is set up in advance a type of system where we put this stuff in, and it'll automate to where everything is a bit more uniform. People can click on their bids, and it'll auto auction. So we have purchased that, but there's a bit of coding that is going into that. All right, last one of these in the set, starting at 50, and this is for Calgary. Again, this was from the Calgary Fan Expo, starting at 50. I'm going to start at 2 minutes on this now. So starting now, 2 minutes, while I get the next stuff up. Okay, whoa. You guys are not going to believe the next thing up. So let's get this going. These are 50. Do we have any 50? Are there just no Calgary fans? If we don't get a bid within 60 seconds, we're just moving on. So this is a metal cover. It's at the Calgary Fan Expo again. Ivan came in at 50. We're still going to do 60 seconds starting now. So Ivan at 50. Hugh is at 55. We're still keeping the countdown going. We're at 45 seconds. So 55 to Hugh. We're at 55 to Hugh with 30 seconds now. We're at 15 seconds starting now. Hugh has got it at 55. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it looks like Hugh picked up a medal. Alan just a bit late. I don't know if you're trying to snipe time. It seems like there may be a delay on YouTube. So if so, you might want to try and snipe a bit early if you're trying to snipe. But unfortunately, Hugh picked that one up. For 55. I do try and be fair, guys. Much as I'd like more money. Sammy just asked again. If you win again, so what you're going to do is you're going to contact us or we'll contact you. Either one. It's best if you contact us. Services at Absolute or White Widow Comic at gmail.com. Absolute.net, I should say. Absolutecomics.net. So let me put this in the... You can also reach us through the comments section on the various posts. So whether through Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, any of those platforms, you can reach out to us as well. After the bid, we'll contact you and we'll hit you up with a square, either square or we'll either hit you with Square or PayPal. Okay, this next one, guys, is a bit amazing. This may be the biggest thing I'm going to do tonight. And you'll see why in just a second. It's another quad signed, but it is a 9.9 quad signed by Mike DeBalfo, Jamie Tyndall, Jenna Powell, and me. It is a lenticular. Yellow label again. Jenna would kill me because those 9.9s are exceedingly rare. So we're going to start this at 250. If this went less than 250, she would literally slit my throat because not only is it quad signed, which that alone makes it over 250, but 9.9s, for every 1,000 9.8s, we get a 9.9. They are so rare. So we're going to need to start this one at 250. David SW came in at 250. That is a lenticular White Widow number 2, signed by Mike DeBalfo and authorized by CGC as a 9.9. Mike DeBalfo, Jamie Tyndall, myself, Benny Powell, and Jenna Powell. So current bid is David SW at 250. Again, just the quad signatures at a 9.8, this would be 250. Easy. So Aaron C is 275. Mike DeBalfo, we love him. He's one of our favorite artists that we've worked with. Is very rare to go to shows. We caught him. Literally, issue 2 had just come out. So we were able to catch him at MegaCon. We have only seen Mike since at one other show. And it was a weird small show. 285 from David SW is the current bid. So yeah, it is super rare for us to get it, much less to get a 9.9. CGC has gotten like we have not had any 9.9s in a long time. Aaron is saying there's a 5 to 10 second delay. Good to know, Aaron. Thank you. So 285 is the current from David SW. Aaron came in at 300. Aaron C. So current bid is 300. Yeah, Aaron, the for some reason I have heard in the past that YouTube is a bit delayed. So yeah, try to when we start getting down to those last minutes. David SW just came in at 310. When we get down to those last minutes, try. My only suggestion would be try and come in with your best bid. So that's the best advice I can give. Sorry. We're at 310 for a 9.9. 325 from Philip B. 9.9. 9.9's one in, well, in our rate, about 1 in 1,000 or more. Not for everyone, not in every 1,000 or so. 9.8s, we get a 9.9. They are just, CGC is stingy with their 9.9s. 335 from David SW. Yeah, this may be the biggest thing we've got for the night. So I do want to. I don't know what all I've got. Jenna pulled some really cool stuff from my collection to pull out for this. So some of this stuff I'm a little shocked at. I did not realize there was going to be not only a 9.9 but a quad signed 9.9. So David SW has the current bid at 335. Again, quad signed alone is over 250. This is a first print. This is not the second print of White Widow #2. This is a first print. It is a lenticular. I'm going to show. In fact, this was the first time. This was a retail edition. This was the first time we did a lenticular for a retail edition. So the cover price alone was $20. So it goes from naughty. Trying to get it without the glare. So it goes from naughty to nice. And again, 9.9. As you can see, all the signatures, Mike DeBalfo, Benny Powell, Jenna Powell, and Jamie Tyndall. So that is the cover artist, both co-creators. The writer is myself as the co-creator, and Jamie Tyndall, the artist. 350 from Philip. I'm going to try and close this down here in just 2 minutes. I'll start doing a countdown. $375 from David SW. Got $375 from David SW. And start doing a countdown in less than a minute. We'll start doing countdowns. 45 seconds, I'll start doing a countdown. Again, for those who just joined, in order to bid, you just type in the number, your bid in the chat. We'll bill you after, contact and bill after. This is for a 9.9 White Widow #2, signed by 4 of the people involved. The cover artist, Mike DeBalfo. It's a lenticular. 9.9's one of the rarest. We've only had a handful of 10s. We've had a smattering of 9.9s. And if you knew how many thousands of CGCs we've done, I mean, it is friggin' ridiculous. So literally thousands and thousands, and 9.9s are about 1 in every 1,000 9.8s. We get a lot of 9.8s because Jenna goes through and does an amazing job of getting 9.8s consistently. But 9.9s, super rare. So for us to also have it on a quad signed, that is insanely rare. And it's one of the best covers, honestly. It's literally gone down as one of our creator bests. $375 is the current bid. So I'm going to start counting down now. 60 seconds. $375 going into David. So if you've got any last minute bids, remember there's about a 5 to 10 second delay on some platforms. So trying to snipe at the last seconds is a bit dangerous. So, and I feel bad because we get a lot in. So $375 to David SW. We're at 30 seconds. $375. We're at 15 seconds now. 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David SW. Gets it for $375. Oh, no, good job. Awesome. By the way, we do keep the plastic. So all right. Just going to do just a few more things here at the end. I'm just going to do one last sketch thing for now. So this is a sketch up cover. This is the New York Comic Con, the Naughty. I believe this went for $30 at New York Comic Con. This is the preview #1. So this is the first version. It's also the first sketch up cover. Now, what makes a sketch up cover is it has a character already on it with a spot UV on the character, which makes it shiny and brilliant colored. But the cover itself is a sketch paper. So I will be doing a sketch on this. Again, this will probably be a headshot just for room. If I can fit a bust in here, depending on the character, I will. Start the bid at $30. But again, this went for $30 by itself at New York Comic Con. It is the Naughty SketchUp cover. And if you're not familiar with my art, I'll show once again my art style. samples. So Ivan just came in at 40. Well, first Richard, then at 30. Ivan came in at 45. I'm going to go pretty quickly on this, guys, because, again, we're getting pretty late. I don't want to go too late. We're already at 2 hours. So 45. I want to go again, you get to choose a character. I will sign, we'll work it out. This would be the fourth and final sketch that I've ever done. So I do not typically do it just because of time, but I thought it'd be something fun to do here. So current bid is 45. I'm going to give 60 seconds starting now. Ivan S has 45 seconds. Got 50 from M. Pierce. Again, you get to pick, so you will be able to pick what it is you want the subject to be. It does not have to be White Widow. So M. Pierce came in before you, Richard, at 50. So if you want to go higher, Ivan, either one of you guys. I've got 60 from Ivan is the current high. I'm going to give 30 seconds starting now. Got 60 from Ivan. $20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So Ivan. My last sketch cover of the night. Again, you guys contact me and let me know what you want. I'll work with you. All right. Let's see. What other fun? Okay, here's another fun one. Okay. All right. All right. This one is, gosh, I'm trying to remember her name. Hold on, I'll find it. This is a metal. I have 2 of these. That was Natalie, I think something or another. I have 2 of them. We'll start this. This is a metal. Again, these are APs. This is a New York Comic Con. Natalie Sanders. Thank you, Peter. I am terrible with names, but she's amazing. We love her. She owes us another cover. But this was a retailer exclusive. I think it was G-Man was what he went by back then. I think he's changed his name. This was available at New York Comic Con and online in his store. These are metal. These are AP metals because, again, this was for a retailer. So Richard, was your 51? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're starting the bid on 50. We've got 2 of these. So if you've got whatever the current high bid is, you have to match to get the second one. So again, this was, hold on. Okay. All right, we got 75 from Aaron times 2. This is Natalie Sanders, right? Natalie Sanders, she's one of the cool. All right, so current high bid Matt P came in at 80. Hugh is now at 90. So the current top is 90. If you want the second one, you got to match 90. Again, it's the same deal. We only had 5. These are the two copies. You can get both. If you want both, do X2. So Hugh H has 1 for 90. If someone else wants the second one, you got to bid 90. Or higher brings up the top bid to the next plateau. Again, these went for $100 minimum. Aaron C just came in at 100 for both. These were New York Comic Con exclusives. These were the trade version. I know that there were multiple versions, but these are the only versions I've got here. I may have others in the vault because there were numerous medals, but I don't know which medals all were made because I've slept since then and I wasn't in charge of it. Aaron has both for 100 as the current bid, which is just the starting price. And again, these sold out a long time ago, guys. Hugh has 110 for both. So current high is 110. Natalie Sanders is a fan favorite. If you don't know her, look her up. Her stuff, as you can see, it's amazing. She does gorgeous stuff. She's got a huge following, not just in comics. She's well known in the fantasy world. Hugh has 10. I'm going to start doing. Aaron has 125 for both. So we've got a 125 on both from Aaron. I'm going to start 60 seconds now. Start doing a countdown. Top bid is 125 for both. Anyone wanting to come in? Hugh just came in over the top at 130. I'm going to give another 30 seconds starting now. So Hugh has both. Alan, Hugh has both for 130. So you know what? Because I had to explain that and I screwed up my timer, I'm going to give 30 seconds starting now. So in order to get even one, someone's going to need to come over 130. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hugh, you came in. I appreciate you coming in at 135. Well, Alan came in right on top of you. 140. So, all right, I'm going to give, just in case, I'm going to give, because those came in and I was alerted to huge delays. I want to give another 30 seconds. I hate to do this. We're at 25 seconds. 140 is the current bid for both. 15. This is the last time. I'm not going to extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So Alan got them at the last second for 140. There we go. And let me do this. I think I'm just going to end up with just a couple more things, guys, tonight, and then we'll call it. Let's see. You know what? I really love this cover. So and it looks like we do have, and again, I'm trying to spotlight some other artists. We do have on this one, we do have another 2. Sorry, Hugh. Alan got it at the last minute. Yours came in much, much later. So this is another store exclusive. This was the Naughty. What issue was this? I think it's White Widow number 4, which is the first full appearance of Blood Widow. Now, just to give you guys a quick little update, Blood Widow will be getting her own series. It's going to be coming out soon. We've already got the covers. The writing is going to be done by me, as well as a very, very famous and amazingly talented writer from Webtoons. He's one of the top guys, something like several 100,000 readers. So Blood Widow will be getting her own miniseries that hopefully can continue out into a ongoing series if it does well. And wait till you guys see the covers on that if you haven't already. But this is her first full appearance. This is Bill McKay and Sanju cover for, I think it was Sailfish is the name of the comic book store exclusive. We're going to start this. Again, we have 2 copies of this. So same deal, starting at 50. Can I remove the glare? Yes. Here, let me pick it up. Sorry. As usual, it's Bill McKay, Sexy Bill McKay, Virgin exclusive. So starting at 50, if you want 2, you got to do X2. That is a metal cover. These are the APs. Bill McKay, most people know him from Zombie Tramp. Aaron came in at 75 times 2. So current to beat is Aaron for 75. Like I said, these are the what I like to do on these type of things is to have some really, really fun, super rare stuff. So whenever I say super rare stuff, hopefully you guys feel I'm not just blowing smoke up people's skirts, that we have delivered the really, really rare items, because yes, indeed. We got Philip just came in with 85 for 1. So if someone wants to get the second one, you got to match 85. Or if you want to come over the top for 2, you need to beat 85. Once we hit 150, no $1 increments, please. If we hit 150, but again, these went for $100, but they were very rare. I believe they sold out practically instantly. I don't even know if Bill McKay got any of these, because again, this was a retailer, so it depended on how the retailer did. But these are my. It's basically my copy and the store copy. Aaron came over the top for 100 times 2. So that's starting where it's right at the starting price. So the price to beat is 100 times 2. Aaron C has 100 for 2 on that. So you need to come over the top. Again, this is Bill McKay and Sanju, the dynamic duo. We all love them. And it's Blood Widow, her first appearance issue, White Widow number 4, first full appearance. She had made a kind of a cameo in issue 3. You'll finally get to learn out her origin in the mini-series, full origin, who she is, etc. in the mini-series coming out. Jamie has a cover on that and stuff. Also, while we're talking about that, we will soon have a super mega Kickstarter. We had waited because we were having issues with printing and stuff like that. That we, just COVID hit everybody and everything. So we've just now pretty much finished fulfilling the vast majority of those. So everyone we can start launching here shortly, probably in the next 2-3 weeks. The next Kickstarter, which will have not just one issue, but it'll be White Widow number 7, number 8, White Widow number 8, I Make Boys Cry number 3, and Resilient number 2. So it's going to be a very big Kickstarter. So watch for that. Those books are all done. So they'll be ready to go to print. And that means that even number 8, which has not come out in stores yet, that Kickstarter will come out and fulfill before even the retail editions. So again, we're at 100 times 2 for Aaron. I'm going to start the countdown here in just a few seconds, the 60-second countdown. So This is a fun one. That'll be coming up next. All right. Hugh just came in 102. Philip came in 110. So we've got 1 for 110 for Philip and 1 for 110 for Alan. Just popped up. So 110 is the price to beat. We have 2 people for that. I'm going to start the 60-second countdown now. So let's come in there. 112 for 1 from Hugh. If it's not at least a $5 one, overrun. So Alan, you have the second one at 110. Hugh at 112. So we've got 30 seconds starting now. So 112 and 110. Make sure you guys can hear me. $125 to Alan. All right, so let me give you another 30 seconds. So Alan has 1 at 125. Does anyone want to match 125 for the second one? Philip has the second one at 120. So we're going to go another 20 seconds because of the delay starting now. So we got 125. So 125 and 125 to Alan and Hugh. I'm going to give 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so Hugh and Alan at 125. Win it. So all right. All right, this next one. Now it's not a 9-9. The 9-9 was the big 9-9 because I looked through. We only had one 9-9. But this next one is a bit over the top because it has not 4, not 3, but 5 signatures. You can count them right there. All 5 signatures. This is signed by cover artists Ali Garza, Mustafa Musa is the inker, Jamie Tyndall, myself, Benny Powell, and Jenna. This is the New York Comic Con White Widow number 3. So it's a New York Comic Con exclusive cover. A little fun fact, if you look in the background, the paparazzi are some of our more recurring artists like Mike DeBalfo, Ali Garza, Mustafa, Jamie, Chris Enott. So they're a little bit of an Easter egg in there. We're going to start this at, just to save time, at 200. So again, 5 signatures. CGC 9.8. At New York Comic Con, this was a low run. I think it was less than 100. I want to say it was like 75, if memory serves. So again, a low run. It is one of the few ones. I think we only did 2 with foil for New York Comic Con. I think it was that one and that one and this one out of all of them that had foil. So Aaron C came in at 200. Again, 250 is a steal on any time we have 4 signatures. This has 5. We're going over all the winners by the end. It'd be a bit tough to recap all of them, but this may be, this will probably be the last item for today because we're sitting at 2.5 hours. But I wanted to end on something really cool, and I think this is really cool. It's 5 signatures, 225 to Philip B. 5 signatures, which is really hard to get because just to remind you, in order to get signatures verified by CGC, you either need to get them all in one place at one time and turn them into CGC, or you have to have them hold on to something, provenance, or you have to take and have it already CGC'd, break it, and then get it re-CGC'd and verified and witnessed. So it's kind of a pain in the butt to get this many signatures. That's what makes it so rare. 4 signatures, crazy. 5 signatures is super insane. So again, 225 is the current bid. I can't see this going less than 250, guys. 9.8 yellow label. Again, also New York Comic Con, foil cover, exclusive, limited run. We don't have a lot. I actually haven't seen this specific cover in a while. I had forgotten that there was the black suit. Aaron C at 250 just came in. Like I said, I did not see this going less than 250. It's obviously worth more in my opinion, but because again, 255 to Alan M. They're really hard to get. Current bid is to Alan M at 255. Yeah, 5 signatures. Ali Garza, if you guys don't know, he's done literally every cover for us, or every issue for. He's done covers for us since the beginning, since issue 2, I should say. He just missed out. He's a little ticked off that he didn't get a number 1. That's kind of on his bucket list, but we've loved Ali. Want to work with him on some projects and stuff. We've got some stuff in the works. So he is, a Marvel artist. Again, if you haven't seen it, this is 5 signatures. Mustafa Musa, one of the more prolific independent inkers out there. There's all 5 signatures listed. CGC, yellow label. If you see in the background, you've got Mustafa on the left. That's, I think, that's supposed to be Jamie. Goofy picture of Jamie there. Next to him is Chris Enoch. I think it's Mike DeBalfo, Ali Garza right there, and I think that one on the very end is supposed to be Jason Metcalf. So it's a fun one. Unfortunately, we couldn't get. It It would have been fun to actually get all of those guys, since they're on the cover, to sign it. But again, getting 5 people together for a signing for a CGC is exceedingly hard, let alone getting a 9.8, which is considered, 9.8 is considered to be a perfect cover. Anything higher is beyond perfect, which they do exist. Like we saw earlier, 9.9. We have gotten a few 10s. So $255 is the current high bid. I'm going to start the countdown here soon. All right, we're at 60 seconds starting now. So 60 seconds, $255 to Alan M. Actually, we're now down to 45 seconds now. 255. 275 to Philip B. We're going to still stay at 30 seconds. Philip B. 275 for the 5 signature. $275 Philip B. We got $285. I'll go give another 30 seconds because the delay. It's David SW. So 30 seconds starting now. So $285 is the current high. It's 5 signature, 9.8 yellow label. This is going to be our last item for the night. If you guys like this, we might do it. I'll see if what else I've got. I might do another one in the next day or so. $285. We got 10 seconds. $285 David SW. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. David SW. A little late, guys, on the 300s. I am sorry if there's a technical delay. So I want to thank you guys. Let me switch over. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate all the support. I'll look and contact us again tonight with your contact. If you're on Facebook, reach out to me on Facebook. It's Benny Powell. You can reach out to me there, or you can reach out on the White Widow or any of the boards you're in. We'll be able to read. I'll be able to read all of them. If you're on YouTube, you can reach out through YouTube, or you can reach out. The easiest one for me is whitewidowcomic@gmail.com. I'm going to post that. And you can reach out to me there. If you have any questions or anything, you can also reach out to me as well. We try and answer everything we can. We are getting all of our issues squared away and stuff. So, everything should be back on track. And we want to start getting more consistent on the Kickstarters, and our goal is to be monthly with White Widow. For us to do that, we had to get several things in place, but I appreciate it. Again, be sure and reach out through both Kickstarter through Facebook or email, and we'll be in touch with you guys here shortly. Especially anyone who has sketches, contact me personally, discuss what it is you want. I'll get started on those right away. I don't have like a huge backlog like a lot of the other guys. And I'll try and put something together fun for you. So thanks again, and have a good night.